Well, from food scares to the threat of animal disease outbreaks, many believe a national animal ID system will be the key to early detection and prevention. But in the cattle and pork industry, the implementation of such a program has been a hard sell across parts of farm country, which is why U.S. Secretary of Agriculture Tom Vilsack is taking time to meet with both producers and consumers to gauge the viability of such a comprehensive program. Here's our Russ Joel.
U.S. Secretary of Agriculture Tom Vilsack is a busy man, so when he set aside time to address concerns about a national animal ID system, livestock producers took notice.
A lot of the concerns stem from a credibility issue that USDA has in some parts of the country. And so that suggests to me that we continue to have work to do to connect the USDA mission to the people that we're trying to serve.
A national ID system would enable producers and health officials to respond quickly to animal disease events in the U.S.
So the question is, how do we create a structure or system, or how do we improve the current system to the point where we maximize our opportunity to prevent that kind of incident?
While producers appreciated the Secretary's time, they remain cautious about a national ID system.
Can't think of the last time that a Secretary of Agriculture spent 2.5 hours with groups really seeking what their opinion was.
And hopefully we're going to get to a point that we have something that producers can participate in with confidence. Hopefully it doesn't have to be mandatory.
Well, I think that a lot of people see the benefit of an animal identification system, but I think overcoming the cost issue and the confidentiality issue are huge hurdles.
Vilsack said his meeting with producer groups would be the first of many.